I'm Jason Fox, co-owner of John L. Scott Ballard Madrona Group.
I'm Joe Kiser, also the co-owner of John L. Scott Ballard Madrona Group.
So today we're here with a couple of our agents from the office, and we just kind of want to talk about how to be successful as a real estate agent today, some of the things that are changing, and kind of what they're seeing out there.
So whether you're a newer agent or an agent that's had some experience, you've seen a lot of changes in the industry in the last year. And so we've brought a couple of our agents to talk about some of the changes that they're seeing.
Yeah, I'm Chris Fiamengo. I'm with John L. Scott Real Estate Ballard, the Madrona Group. And when it comes to industry changes right now, I feel like people want information fast. That's one of the biggest things that I've been seeing. And they also want somebody that has a really in-depth, hyper-local knowledge. But oftentimes they don't even know they want that until they start talking to me.
And I think with the newer millennials, especially for me, because I'm considered a millennial, it gives them a reality. We can find a house, talk about it, text about it, video chat about it. So there's upgrades in technology that is allowing us to make this a smoother process.
Right, and in that speed, I really feel like we, as far as digital tools and the assets we have around that, we can really get them that information quickly. So you mentioned video. I've done several video tours for clients, and I've actually sold a property sight unseen. So oftentimes before they even step foot in the house, they already know that they want to buy it.
So one of the things I really enjoy about being a part of this team, the Madrona Group, John L. Scott Ballard, is it's not just about selling a home, it's the business aspect of it. How do I run my business? How do I keep consistency in? How do we keep up to date with the technology that's changing every single month? And that's one thing that our team is consistent about. We have a daily huddle. We meet every single day about what we're going to do. We keep track of what we're going to do, and we don't stop doing the things that work.
And I think it's the tools and the strategy that the office has around that tracking. You know, a really fantastic suite of client relationship management tools, I think, is ever important. I mean, things are coming at you fast, so you need to be able to figure out a way that you're going to organize these and stay top of mind. I feel like, you know, one of my mentors said that you could throw a rock out the window and hit 3 real estate agents. How am I staying top of mind, I think, is one of the biggest things in this industry. It's not exactly what you know as a real estate agent. You know, my clients don't necessarily care about that. They want to know that I care, though.
So one of the ways that we try to differentiate ourselves at John L. Scott Ballard is both Joe and I have our unique skill sets, and so we've kind of labeled ourselves this, although it's not exactly written in stone. But Joe acts as the sales manager, and I act as the operational manager. So speaking from that point of view, on what Chris and Ashley have shared on, we're not trying to just hire any agent. We really are looking for specific types of agents that are trying to grow with this new industry and that are really embrace the technology, the marketing, and the high level of customer excellence that we try to teach as a team and that they shared on.
One of the most exciting things I've seen as we've been able to bring people in and we have our morning meetings and we're all kind of growing together is we've been able to actually watch people come into this industry with a desire to grow in an excellence. With other jobs, and we've been able to watch 2 of our agents go from working a part-time job on the side to actually making the decision to be full-time in real estate, and that's a really cool thing to experience.
So one of the things that I love that this group embraces like none other that I've seen is the idea of service. I've worked in the service industry in various different jobs in my life, and usually the motto is the answer is yes, what's the question? So I come from a place where there was really a high level of expectation, and I don't think it's any different, maybe even more so when it comes to real estate. You really, we talk at John L. Scott about being market ready day one to our sellers and buyer ready day one for our buyers. And I think the thing I really like about this group is that they embrace the idea of also being agent ready day one. So we bring all that wonderful service that we've gotten from other industries and we transition it into being a real estate agent, it's like that white glove personal concierge feel where you never feel like you're not supported at any time through the entire transaction. And I feel like one of the things that we say in the listing presentation, if you ever feel like you're not getting 5-star service,
Yep.
please let me know because we want to correct it.
So one of the things that's really important for me is, I've been in the industry for going on 2.5 years now, and I had a part-time job. Well, I had a full-time job, moved into part-time, and I had this idea that you couldn't make it full-time in real estate. It's going to be hard. You have to make it for the first 2 years. Make sure you save all your money because there might be low times. And so I came into the industry with this thinking, and as I grew from a couple brokerages, I found my team, which is the Madrona Group, and there is no time to work another job because there's so much you can do to build your business and create your future and have something very stable there so that you don't have to worry about things that could happen, because things are going to happen. And I think that's very important for a new agent or real estate broker in this industry, is to know that you can make it, and it is so fun, and your friends list just expands and expands and expands, and that's the greatest feeling I think anybody would want.
So over the years, I've coached a ton of real estate agents, including top 1%ers. I've coached agents that have on HGTV. I mean, you name it. And there's always kind of been this one fear that they've had, and that's that they aren't keeping up with the industry. And so one of the things that I think every agent should do, no matter how long you've been in the business, is you should Google yourself, for instance. And if you aren't taking up the whole first page of that Google search, then maybe that's something that we could work on. So one of the things that I'm going to help with a new agent, and we as a team are going to get people set up right off the bat, is we're going to take a look at your web presence. We're going to take a look at how are you marketing yourself. We're going to take a look at ways that we can expand so that you can grow your business exponentially in ways that maybe you haven't thought of or haven't tried previously. One of those ways, of course, is video, and like this video right here. So we're going to really try to encourage you and coach you in different ways that I know, and everybody's thinking, geez, really video? But yeah, we're going to help you get on the camera. And I just had an agent send me a video yesterday morning who swore she would not get on video, and she's like, okay, I did it, and so, you guys can stop bugging me now, right?
The culture at John L. Scott Ballard, the Madrona Group, is unparalleled to anything I've ever experienced in real estate. I'm 6 years in the business right now, and I can honestly tell you that this group of people feels like family. There's never a time that we're not in support of each other, whether it's me, talking to one of the newer agents that's coming on board, or I'm calling Jason or Joe or Ashley at 10 p.m. at night and being like, what can I do about this certain situation? Because I feel like every real estate transaction is like a fingerprint. So there's things that we come across that may not be familiar or maybe not comfortable. And I think a problem shared is a problem cut in half, and that is really what this group embraces. Like, together we can do what maybe one individual couldn't do alone.
To add to what Chris was saying is, I think what we're trying to find is coaching, guidance. What do I do? How do I make myself Ashley Rodriguez Real Estate, John L. Scott Ballard? How do I do that? Yes, I can show homes. Yes, I can sell homes. But who is going to remember me for what I do? And that is what I really, really admire about this group, is there's actual step-by-steps on how to do it and how to achieve it. And it is hard work, but it's fun work. And you do feel rewarded at the end of the day, I do have to say.
One of the things I heard, another real estate podcast I was listening to, is like the top 2 things that agents want when they come on board is a listing presentation and a buyer's presentation. And I never had that before. In 6 years in real estate, I kind of had to figure out, well, what's my feel and flavor? What do I need to sound like? Mm-hmm. And we kind of give you a template so you can sit there and you can memorize it, internalize it, and then make it your own. And that's when you're able to monetize it. So I really found success around that.
It's really funny because the other day Joe was like, hey, what's up, A-Rod? And I was like, what's up? My nickname's A-Rod. And he goes, we call you A-Rod because you're a heavy hitter. And it dinged. I'm like, that's why I'm A-Rod. I'm a heavy hitter.
That's your tagline now.
That's my tagline.
So, again, marketing and, what are those, what sets us apart from the crowd?
One of the things I love about John L. Scott is their core tenet is living life as a contribution. And that's something I really try to take to heart, both in how I live, how I show up for the office, how I show up in my community. And so we found that most people that are attracted to work with us are like-minded in that way. With everything that's going on in the world, it's important to figure out where I can show up in my community and be of service, offer a hand. Through our own work efforts in our community, we've been able to raise money for different charities in our community, volunteer lots of time in our community, and that's something that we find a lot of enjoyment in, and we also really try to encourage that in the core fabric of who we are as a company.
At the end of the day, this business is about relationships and growing those relationships. And I think that during any time in particular, but most recently, people have been really starving for that. And so what we're trying to grow is not a bunch of individuals per se, but more of an interdependent team of like-minded people. When we're interviewing a new agent, we'll ask them and we'll explain that to them that, we don't want to hire just anybody. We want like-minded individuals that think service is important, that want to practice this career at its highest level, which I think is what is necessary today. I think that a lot of agents are kind of missing the boat in that this is such a huge piece of people's lives, and oftentimes it doesn't get that same level of respect that it deserves. And so we want agents that want to give it that level of respect and that want to continue learning, right? This is a career where you could easily get lost in the shuffle. So, staying on top of education and just being helpful.
Yeah, I think one of the things also, like you always get like the designated broker trying to sell you on their office, and my thing is I want to grow this team to help my clients because it's such a broad range of area that we have to cover. So as I'm bringing, recommending new agents to come on board, I've instantly got business that I can start helping them with, and they can start helping me. So it's really that, sharing that problem, cutting it in half. How are we helping our clients? I mean, it's really speed to lead in this situation, and in any market, really. It's like we need to get in to see the home, but it's an hour away, right? Yeah. So I'd like to have, an expansive team, and that kind of speaks to the way that we operate business as a virtual office, one of the very first in John L. Scott. I think it gives us a real flexibility on our ability to help our clients from, our motto is, Seattle to Snohomish County or wherever you are, and we truly believe that.
For me, at least, having a fish so big that I can't fit in the fish tank anymore, we got to keep expanding. So I'm going to do even better having more people on our team. And that's how it works, right? That's how you build an empire. So feel free to reach out to me or to Chris, anybody on the team. We're here to help you, and it doesn't matter where you're at. We can help you.
Whether you've been in the business for 6 months or 20 years, we can all use a restart and a refresh at times. So I would love to sit with you and talk to you about the opportunities that we have available here at John L. Scott Ballard. I think we can find a way to really take your career to the next level.
I got a call from a broker the other day. She's been in the business about 18 years. She's a top producing agent, and she told me, I don't think my broker is very smart about what is happening in the industry right now, and I want somebody that understands what's going on. And so we talked about that for a little bit, and I thought to myself, is that where a lot of us are at right now? We just need a little bit of guidance in order to make sure that we feel confident that we are addressing the needs of the consumer today. All of the technology, all of the different digital marketing, all of the video, all of the lead sources and the CRMs and all the systems that we all have to try to keep track of that quite honestly are a little bit overwhelming. Thank goodness that's right in our wheelhouse. That's where I'm at, that's where Joe's at, and we really want to pass that along to you.
All right, so give us a call at 206-351-0543 or send us an email at help@themadronagroup.com, and we'll talk to you about your next steps in your career.
And as always, you can visit us at www.themadronagroup.com and click the career tab. You can also schedule a meeting with Joe in that way.